Hello. Hi, weirdos. Hi, under construction paints. You're quick. How are you doing? I'm here today to paint some kiddos. I'm gonna continue painting these brave Newsies that I painted a couple of streams ago. And this is how far we got that time. So since painted the metallurgist, but now we're back to the Newsies, and I think probably will be done today, and then we'll start something else after that. Yeah. So I'm thinking we'll just like I'm batch painting these. I'm gonna do the same color of clothes, but like in different areas. I think next I'm gonna highlight the black areas. I've started highlighted them, but I haven't quite completed that. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to paint some beige clothes, I think. Under construction says, I'm well enough for a workday. It's a very Monday reply, or a very late week reply. So that fits too. Hang in there, buddy. Spider-Dan, hola, ¿qué tal? I don't know a lot of Spanish, but I'm trying to learn more. Muy bien. It's a very high school Spanish conversation here. Entirely possible that Spider-Dan is much better than me, though. But from my perspective, it is okay. For me, it's a very high school Spanish. Soy el rey de Finlandia. Ooh, I'm not sure that's accurate, but then again, I don't know. Hey, do you even have a king? Because we got a king, you know? He looks a little silly, but a little funny, perhaps. But at least we got a king. Look at that crisp picture. Nice. So I'm I painted highlights using or kind of a base tone, sort of. Last time I painted the dark gray areas with dark reaper and left some black for shadows. And now I'm highlighting this with rust gray. Those are Citadel colors, Citadel paints, I should say. Cool blue color, as in cold. Spider-Dan says, I should continue painting cabbage yellow. Cabbage. Is that what you're calling the title yellow? So Spider-Dan is painting title yellow, and it's off to a great start. That is a really cool model. It's very elegant and very interesting. There are a lot of cool models in Malifaux that are like a little subtle, or like they're not all huge demons with huge swords, or superimposing huge warriors, but like sometimes it's a bit of a less is more thing, kind of, or just a bizarre, really cool art direction and design, but like yellow is pretty imposing, I would say, and elegant and imposing. Though in a way, like he's really funny. Lettuce is more, yes. In a way, I find yellow to be really funny because, like, I just imagine him floating there like a helium balloon. Oops. And then like a Komino or something runs around happily with the string for the balloon. That is perhaps not a flattering image for Yanlo, so don't tell him. But like I think it's adorable. If I don't make sense sometimes today, that's because I haven't really slept all that well. I thought I slept well, but thinking back on it, maybe I didn't. I don't know. I'm really tired. Since I'm not making it, it's all good. So we'll see about the quality of the pedagogy of the painting, etc. But yeah. Sewer smoke grandpa. That makes him sound like kind of cheap and trashy. It's more elegant, right? I really like Yanlo. Oh, God, Kim said earlier that I play everything, and Kim is right. Whew. Kinda. Don't really play Bayou. Kind of want to, but come on, focus. Both me and the camera. There we go. So if you're batch painting and you want it to be pretty, like even though you're aiming for kind of high quality paint jobs, you can still batch paint, and something that really will help you finish your miniatures in a reasonable time frame is to use a lot of the same colors, those miniatures. So if you don't want them having uniforms, you can still just mix it up a bit, like which pieces of clothing have which color. And like painting them all the same skin color, of course, helps a bit with the time too, but I think it's really fun to vary skin colors. So got 2 different ones on these. Hi, Dumlock. Nice having you here. Yeah, it might have been a bit of a Captain Obvious advice, but like, yeah, cut me some slack or something. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to hear. I can't speak. Hurt to hear those things. Yeah, I like painting gremlins. I haven't painted a lot of them, but I did the Rooster Rider box, or no, Bayou Bash models, and that was a lot of fun. Jockeys. I haven't bash painted in years. Oh yeah. I like it. Perhaps doesn't come as naturally in. Come on, focus. In Malifaux compared to, say, army-based games, but you can still do it. You can still save time by doing it. Some miniatures might be so different that you don't really gain anything from it. You can still gain a little. I really value a cohesive color scheme for your crew. Even though they haven't got uniforms a lot of the time, just having a few key colors helps tie everything together. Something I'm thinking of sometimes while painting these miniatures is that, like, I kind of, like with the guild miniatures, I'm not sure I've always, like, I might have strayed from this a bit, but I kind of like the idea of some of the lower status models, like the Newsies. They're literally just cheap labor. They might not have as much of that luxurious, like that striking red color. The more important characters will have more of that deep red we usually use on the guild. Dumblack says, I'm thinking the skin will unify them well, so the clothing can be a little varied. Yeah, and that's totally fine. That is a nice way to go about it. Tends to be effective. To try and make it an effective painting project, like time-wise, it can still be nice to have not every, like you might paint trousers on one miniature, the same beige recipe, and then you do the shirt on another one, and etc. But you can certainly throw in some unique colors there too. Just be aware that if you throw in a unique, very saturated color, that's gonna make that miniature stand out a lot compared to the rest. You can totally go that way too. Like, kind of like when I painted stuff for Sandeep, I kind of unified them by using lots of crazy colors, and that's pretty effective for crews too. Like, you can still make them look like the same crew. Basing helps a lot with that, of course. Like Colette crews works really well to have a lot of different colors. Probably make that work for all the crews, but I feel like maybe it comes more naturally to some than others. Sparta is thinking of painting Kenshiro pink. I say go for it. It's a flashy, elegant character. He knows where it's at. He's a sharp dresser. Yeah. I guess maybe it's because they were designed much later, like different designers or artists maybe. Then again, you got like the other kin models, the ones in the crew box, they kind of really they look very confident in their kind of more static poses. Like Francois really has a intimidating pose. I think I need more Coke. Fuel. Did the stream lag there for a little bit? I think maybe we're back. Mary's in Captain Marvel colors. That's cool. He's like red and yellow, right? Or red and gold, maybe? And blonde hair. Captain Maris. Captain Bayou. Captain Meyer. Red, yellow, and blue. Right. Blue in there as well. I was looking a bit at some Marvel miniatures in store today. I'm thinking of painting Spider-Man for a friend who's had a rough time. We'll see. Didn't find Spidey though. Yeah, like licensed games tend to be a bit more expensive, don't they? At least that's the impression I've gotten. Wait, did I? Yeah, I did paint both. Some Dark Reaper on those gloves. Obviously not ideal to have like I kind of forgot a little bit which areas had started, but it's not so hard to just look and see that. You said with Peter Parker and Doc Ock out soon. Oh, cool. I'll have to look at that. Only superhero miniature I've painted is Wonder Woman. That's pretty fun. Hi, McBluff. How are you? Welcome to today's stream. I'm pretty tired, so I'm being a little bit weird. Yeah. Trying to fuel up with some Coke. Have had a lot of coffee. Thanks a lot, McLove. Yeah, like I'm currently highlighting with a slightly lighter gray on the black and gray areas, using the same paints on those two because it's just convenient. Like I often like to use different shades of a color for different materials, but this guy ended up having same colors for the hair as it's got on the gloves. I could do like maybe a blue glaze on the hair later to differentiate it a little bit. Only a little bit. I thought we all function on moderate weird level already. Moderately weird level. Yeah. I hope I'm not being too weird today. I'm trying. Really trying here. Okay. And the third Newsie. This Newsie might actually think we might do a little red glaze on like the elbows and cheeks and these Newsies to give them a little bit more luster color. Thank you, Kim. Yeah, I'm gonna try. So we had a games day, or I attended a games day. I was in no way holding it, but a games day for Malifaux was held in Skövde this Sunday. So me and a friend did a little road trip there to play some games. It was really nice. And there's some other games going on at the same place, but it was really nice to meet up and play some Foe in another town. Played some Sonya Unmasked, and I played some Nelly. Played Nelly 1 actually. I think maybe I'll focus on one Nelly though. I feel like I need to learn one Nelly before the other, probably. Disgusting. Indeed. What is your opinion on Sonya? Is that disgusting too? Thinking of taking Sonya to Scotland. just her faction? You mean an entire guild or the keyword journalist? Yeah, I think Sonia might join. I think she'll come with actually, but like I think I'll place Sonia into very specific missions. And to be honest, a lot of the time it's possible I might just want to play Hoffman in those missions, but I like the lady. She's scary, but she's also pretty cool. Hoffman and Ellie, yeah. But Sonia's coming with too, I think. I've been a little bit on the fence with Ellie because like I feel like I have a bit of a hard time playing her quickly, and it's just so intricate and tricksy and stuff. And the rounds are only 2 hours and 15 minutes, and like there's not a lot of time for the team pairing process. So, well, and I'm painting some scratches in this one, the book. I think that looks cool. Not a generalist for sure. No, I feel like her with her title, she helps cover a little bit more ground, but she certainly prefers interact heavy pulls. And a lot of the guild stuff have a little bit of trouble with spreading out a lot. Hoffman Inventor really helps with that, which is nice. Like Sonia is perhaps even further from a generalist, I feel like. Or like killing is generally useful. So I guess that's one way of being a generalist, isn't it? Did I? Justice is cool. Yeah, I like playing Justice. I had the old, the first Malfoy, the first late Justice box, but I've sold it. Do rarely sell miniatures, but it happens. Or I rarely sell painted Malfoy miniatures, at least. Lucius is really cool. Agreed. Lady with red hair and big sword. Yes, please. Fair? Some characters just really swapped to red hair there for a while, didn't they? I feel like, yeah, they just had like natural red or maybe chestnut hair in first edition. Then it got blood red. And same with Pandora, really. It is very striking having blood red hair. and perhaps also practical if you're lopping body parts off people all the time. Base coating this bandana or whatever. Steel Agent Drab. And maybe this guy's trousers. Yeah, you could. Why not? Certainly worse characters to cosplay. She certainly gives Wonder Woman and Daredevil a run for their money. Delicious, many moons ago. Nice. I've never really cosplayed, actually. I feel like it's probably a lot of fun, but I don't know. Time and energy, I guess. I think I'm gonna base coat these. This wrapping too, whatever you should call it. No patience to do it properly. Yeah, like it's a hobby. So for most of us, it's a hobby. So if you don't feel it once in a while, just don't do it. If you never feel it, I guess don't do it either. But yeah, you know. I'm not sure if painting these trousers beige was the right call. Kind of liked it when they were dark. It's probably going to be fine. Or it'll be pants. Not sorry. Second coat to really cover it. Yeah. And with under here. Can I call you under? I'm lazy today. I got some more goodies from Weird to Paint. So that's going to be fun. Coming to this screen soon. So many cool miniatures being released. I'm gonna have a buddy over to paint tomorrow. Like I work by doing commissions and some art stuff, and like, so if we have a painting hangout, my friend's doing hobby, I'm working, and that works. Spoil us with what you have for them. Yeah, maybe. Should I? Maybe I should. We got Tidal Molly and Nakima coming up pretty soon. That I can tell you. And some more guild stuff. It's going to be fun. What? But it's not Nelly related. I promise. Sorry. You know what? I'm tired. I didn't do the final highlight on those gray areas, but blocking this in doesn't hurt either. So let's go back to the gray and do, oh no, this paint's dried up a little bit. This is sad. This is a forgotten paint. Sad. Hey, like, you got a little metal ball in there to help with the mixing, but it's dried up. Yeah, a pretty good reason not to buy Citadel paints. So that they easily let in air and then your paint just dries up. You can certainly take care of them well enough for them not to dry up usually, but mess up a little bit and sometimes you're screwed. Whenever you say I have returned, I get like a cool Protoss voice in my head saying I have returned. Okay, I can't do an impersonation of them, but Protoss, like that alien race from StarCraft. Swamp weeds in a base. You can do Oh no, I'm really bad at following the Discord, Macbeth. Like, I don't really follow any channels. But I'll have a look. Oh, Swamp Reeds. You can do like an old rough brush. Like if you got one, you know, that's getting old or you don't use, you can use the bristles of it. You can paint the bristles too, like this brush you could use. That's nice for such reeds. And that's what comes to mind. I wouldn't mind the share now. Thanks. Cool. There we go. Highlight. Yeah. It's a good method. Swamp bases are not bad. Very cool, in fact. Of course, I even made a swamp base tutorial, but I didn't do reeds. I could have done that. Just doing tiny highlights of this very light gray and that tip of the hair. Strands or clumps or whatever you want to call them. Areas. Harius. The Harius. Flat the camera with a brush there. Oops. Oopsie. Next miniature. This is the kind of cap I gave Archie. You gotta give Archie presents. Because Archie is such a sweetheart. Nice. I am obviously lagging behind on social media stuff. I shall atone for this. Or something. I'm glad to hearing you're making progress. Well, I might have thought I'd paint the belt here because I kind of missed that. Does he have a belt? No, it doesn't have a belt. That's why I didn't paint it. Why would he need a belt when he's got this equipment? Highlight the cap. Anyone got in any games in lately? Or role-playing counts as well. Board games, of course, too. Hi, Severamonto. How are you doing? Nice of you to join the stream. Anders says, I don't think I've played any games in like 3 months. Wow. Oh no. Quarantine stuff? So I wanted to play the game just yesterday. Cool. What did you play? Spartan played Red Cathedral. Is it a board game? Sounds very goth. And apropos goth, really noticed that Easter is just around the corner, and Easter in Sweden means GothCon, which is not a con for goths, but a con for gamers living in, well, it's a con for gamers in Gothenburg. I don't have to live in Gothenburg. So I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna host a Malifaux tournament, or 2 tournaments, but they kind of work as 1 or 2 tournaments depending on how many you want to go to. And yeah, I'll make that work. We'll celebrate and award both the winners of the individual days and an overall champion. So that should be cool. Played Lady J against an Amalgam crew. It was way too aggressive and got smashed in 4 turns. Oopsie. Amalgams they can be tough. Lady J versus Hoffman, huh? That's bound to get brutal. Model looks super neat. Easter Angelica. Huh. Something for all you furries out there, huh? Sexy bunny. Oh, so it's an Easter promotion instead of like an Easter sale? Well, I don't actually have an Angelica model. Sale is still happening. Cool. Okay. It's nice to have both. Something for the local game stores too. Also, kind of, I guess that means we have to spend more money to do all of the things. Too much angry if you walk into a shotgun. I didn't know the emissary trinkets allow for a double activation. All right. Lost my lone marshal way too early. Oh no. Don't release anything that Spiridine wants. So nothing undead can be released. I think that's kind of the most obvious stuff. So yeah, we got an Easter promotion with a custom or a special edition Angelica model with a bunny summoning Angelica from a hat. Yeah. That's weird, all right. Angelica does look, well, maybe a little grumpy. Yeah, she does. This was not intended, maybe. Like, from her perspective, she did perhaps not intend for the trick to be made that way. I actually watched the latest Guillermo del Toro movie, so like yeah, I got a lot of carnival stuff in my head running around, I guess. Do you have that? I didn't quite finish my Dark Carnival crew. Mm-hmm. Anyone of you seen that Guillermo del Toro film? I think Nightmare Alley, I think it's called. You love that? Yeah, I'm a little torn. I thought it was good and it was a gorgeous film. Like yeah. Yeah, I think I liked it. I think I need to digest it a little bit more. Really good acting, especially by yeah, well, actually by most of them, probably. Yeah. Okay, so what color next? Let's oh, yeah, King Blanchett is really good. Really good in it, for sure. Why don't I, you know what? I'm tired. I kind of feel like I should just have painted the newspapers Steel Legion Drab too. And then we'll work out to some off-white. Maybe we should do them more of a neutral gray, maybe. I don't know. Let's do this. It's a figure of speech, Spiredine. Damn it. God. This guy's got a few newspapers. Things are going so well now. It's stuck. Ow! Got bit by a paint pot. Flip the black joker. You know what's nasty? Sonia Unmasked finding a black joker with her confiscated lore action. That's nasty. Do that twice in a game. Like, oh, these are your cards. Maybe I'll put the black joker on top and then do Fire Blast on you. But paint pots pinching you or biting you, that's kind of nasty too. Got the little guy out of frame. Thank you. Sorry, etc. Yeah, I think maybe I've got the camera a little bit angled a little bit differently from what I usually do. There we go. Thanks for telling me. Thanks. I also actually watched Get Out just like 1,000 years after everyone else. For some reason, like I just kept on forgetting to watch it. And then maybe you don't have the right streaming service and time goes by and I'm making up excuses. And maybe Spiredine might make a get out of here joke any second now. Or not. Maybe I ruined that. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was great. If there's anyone who's not seen it, Unless I was the last person in the world not to watch Get Out, I can highly recommend it. Yeah, I took the pun away. You're just trying to just trying to save face, Spider-Man. Um, so, I'm guessing news about the Easter sale will be up any day now. You might have noticed that since last time I painted these, I actually made a few bases. One of the guys is still sitting on top of a cork, but I did make a few bases out of green stuff and a little bit of Vallejo texture paint. Might make more sense to have the journalist crew perhaps on city bases, but I got my guild staff on like kind of prairie-ish something bases. And, selling newspapers in Frontier Town, perhaps. I don't know. Why not? Or should the top here be paper color too? Maybe it should. Yeah, it should, right? For some reason, I just thought like he had some sort of cover, but I think it's just meant to be newspapers all over. I need to play 3 Newsies in a game sometime. Just throw all the newspapers. There's huge monsters coming on, and they're like, eh. Hear ye, hear ye. Unions are bad for you. Or something. Read all about the miners and steam fitters union and how they make you risk your life daily. I don't know. Work is done, whoop whoop. Nice. Yeah, unions are bad for you if you're a boss. The more your boss tells you that unions are bad, the more you need a union. It's a good rule of thumb, I think. Go. Unions deny you the freedom to work 16 hours a day in pipe fitting and solvent dust that can have health benefits. Yes. Don't you want to feed your family? Anti-union videos are hilarious or depressing. Depends what. It depends on your mood or situation, I guess. I'm glad we have union heroes like Amina Naidu doing good work. There we go. I think maybe now we'll go in here with a little bit of dried bark. We can find the paint, because I didn't bring that one up. Almost like a system would have been nice. There's a semblance of a system here. Maybe we'll just do Gorse or Brown or Rhinoxide. Messy system is still a system. Yes. You know what? Let's do Rhinoxide. Yeah. Amina is like a union rep or a union lawyer or something. It's an MNSU Malifaux character. And yeah, messy system is still a system. But it is a system, etc. Tony's henchman. Yeah. Exactly. Amina. So got some. I'll slap the camera again. Got some Rhinox hide. Let's paint this leather. Hi, Goslado. How are you doing? We are very tired, or at least me and I think under construction are. Yeah, I'm good. Just tired. Slept a bit badly, I think. So I'm not being super neat with this. Like I'm not getting paint in any other areas, I think, but like if there's a little area that still got some black on it, that's fine. We'll call it shading. You know? Yeah, it's cool. Your Kickstarter project. Things going well? I've heard managing a Kickstarter is a lot of work. Come on, focus on the mini. Wrap it up in 47 minutes. As in 40 minutes, it's the Kickstarter, like 40 minutes to go. 47. Let's paint the eye patch too. Leather eye patch. Leaving a little bit black as shading. Campaign ends at noon your time. So cool. And what is your Kickstarter campaign called again? Necromancer's Tower, right? Excuse me. And on this guy, let's paint Necromancer's Tower. So check that out for some really cool horror fantasy miniature goodness. And best of luck with all that, Guslado. painting these gloves right outside, and again, leaving a little bit of black as shading in between fingers and like folds in the leather or fabric. No problem. You could also base coat the hair that's visible on him. A dark brown, actually. Yeah, I did see it. Thought it's very nice for all you. Yeah, it's something. The rabbit is unnerving. I'm scared of that rabbit. Whew. We'd make some delightfully scary rabbits. For sure. Yeah, should be fun to paint. For sure. Since I couldn't find my dried bark paint, I feel like the dried bark paint escapes me more than any other paint does. For some reason, it seems to have legs. I'm gonna mix a little bit of rhino's hide with some black, and we basically got dried bark. And I'm gonna paint that wood with it. Maybe dried bark would be a little brighter actually. So let's add a little bit of Steel Agent Drab. Like, it's not important if you want to paint your miniatures like this, it really is not important which paint you got. Like, just use a somewhat similar paint if you want a somewhat similar result. Like, should focus more. People should focus more on how painters do things, like technique and stuff, and less probably on getting that exact same paint. When in doubt, add Steel Agent Drab. Yeah, sure. Like, it's a good paint. Maybe not true for every problem. You can just add Steel Agent Drab because it might make things more drab. Yeah, Friends with Luther. I love Luther. Luther is an awesome miniature. I'm always delighted to play that miniature in a game. Luther the Pasha Hare. Such a delight. Probably not even a nice guy when you get to know him. Not even then. I don't think so. What now? Let's highlight some yeah, we should do the newspapers and stuff. I think this Rakarth flash paint is more gray than my last Rakarth paint. Yeah, Luther is not nice. Just don't invite him to parties. If he turns up to a party, maybe consider ending the party. Maybe we can do a careful little dry brush. Of these as a little like first step. Save us some time. Careful dry brush. That's not even remotely dry. Mistakes were made. I'm tired. Wipe the brush properly and if it's not dry enough, you can just pretend you're doing an overbrush. Pro tip. Trying to hit that detail quickly. And then we can neaten it up a little bit later. Don't want to paint all those swirls and the newspapers. One line at a time. Also dry brush this, maybe. Nah. Still unopened. Spiridine. Even bought Steel Agent Drab after watching Elinore streams. Still unopened because I have not been in doubt. Okay. All your crackle paint had gone bad. Oh no. That sucks. Yeah. Really sucks. Maybe there's a cheaper way to do such effects. I think I've heard of one, but might have forgotten. Yeah, I've forgotten. There was some sort of trick to it. You don't have to make excuses for the paint. You could just curse the paint gods. That's nice. Spider-Man says, I have to say, I love the little details in weird models. For example, Tile Yanlo has the same belt as normal Yanlo. That's nice. It's his favorite belt, you know? Yeah. A lot of fun little details. One thing, though, that I kind of miss used to be you got a little bit, like, you didn't... That was only for a little while. When the 10 Thunders were released, like the first plastic release, you actually got a little, like, an optional way to assemble some models. Like Mr. Tanning can have either a pocket knife or cards in his hand, and Kang can have a shovel or a hammer and stuff like that. And I kind of miss that. I think it would be awesome if there were little options like that sometimes. Like you could have a candy model where you can either give her a basket of candy or she could hold like a pair of scissors, stuff like that. Is the beard a separate piece? I don't think it is, right? Or is it? Or is it? Oh no, it's Yanlo's cursed hand. What? And that is separate also. What do you mean? Is the beard separate on Yanlo too, but it's not cursed? Is that like, because it's a bigger piece? Tradition, yeah. Well, maybe. If you're feeling desperate, maybe you could just snip it off and then glue it on. That could just make everyone happy. Maybe. Okay. Beardar Legion. A little bit. I think it was perhaps already weird. It's fine. It's my stream. It's always going to be weird. And it's the Play Weird stream. It's always going to be weird. Yeah, exactly. Just gonna paint some lines of rock art flash. Feel the need to feed. That's a song almost. You didn't take out the garbage? Deal with your garbage, man. Damn it. Ich habe Hunger. Is that actually how you say hunger in German? Yeah, probably, right? Same word in Swedish and English. It's probably in German too, I guess. Hunger. Okay. Hunger. Hunger. Look at you trying to teach me things. With that totally authentic dried bark paint we got, I think we're gonna shade this close a little bit. Maybe we should. I was contemplating washing, but just paint it in. I say that as if this is faster, but like sometimes washing a lot of areas, sometimes you get a feel for like if a wash would really help shade an area much, or if it would just create stuff you need to touch up all over. Okay. Swedish we say hunger. Hunger is hunger. Come on, focus on it. Come on, camera. Okay. Yeah, Swedish and German can sound kind of similar. Just like German is harsher, kind of. Swedish is a bit softer. Some even say more melodic. I don't know. Softer and more melodic, or just more silly. You be the judge. Or something. A town named Sweden. That's an awesome name for a town. Why did you abandon it? That's just mean. Is there an interesting story to why it was abandoned? I feel like the camera is being a little annoying with the focus. There's no story. Spooky. Town called Finland. You can't just turn countries into towns like that. Stop it. Although I find it funny that New York is actually named after York, which is originally Jorvik, it was a Viking colony. So New York is kinda New Jorvik. It's funny. How names and words can just mutate and have faraway origins like that. Lots of Kairos? What the hell? Stop it. It's just confusing. It's kind of when you're suddenly like, hey, wait a minute. Where was Old Zealand? You Google that and you're like, oh, okay, right. K-Row. Yeah. Okay, let's continue on our quest to highlight everything cocky. Turning everything into a Rakarth flesh. Wherever a Rakarth is. And yes, I know what Rakarth is. But I was being silly. It's the 40k character. Looking forward to seeing what the Easter sale's gonna force us to buy with consent. But is it really a choice? If it's awesome? Very deep questions we're asking us today. Cook. What now? Time to cook. God. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. Just realized. Nope. Send with your best Mario voice, I guess. I had pasta too. I love pasta. Nom 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 nom. Oops, I'm out of camera again. Squeeze me. Maybe a slightly brighter highlight. A few places. Making it look a little roughly textured. Oh no! Flat tire. That sucks. Ugh. Sorry to hear that. That's frustrating. My camera was a little bit zoomed in until now. Sorry about that. I think that's why we were struggling a little bit with the focus. So I'm doing some highlighting of this stillage and drab with some Rackar flash. It certainly is better to notice now. Be strong, Guslado. May you flip high cards. Best of luck, etc. Maybe it's not the car's fault. I hope so. I don't think I'm gonna get any Malifaux games in this week, but I got some in Sunday, and I think I'll get a game in next week, so should be good. Right, I need to paint in these pages too. This little ledger or newspaper storage, I don't know. Something. We'll keep Guslado and his car in our thoughts and in our hearts. Now I feast. Well, whilst Spiridine is feasting on pasta, we'll continue our hard work. We need to earn our own pasta. I am no mere jester. I'm a streamer. A content creator. Okay. Let's go brighter. I don't know if you heard my neck crack there, but felt good-ish. This paper is probably kind of matte, so the highlight goes in a broad area. If you have sharper highlights, like thinner and sharper, thinner and brighter, it looks more shiny. But if there's less contrast and the highlight is in a larger area, you get a matter finish. Like not actual material finish, but like illusion of it. This is the way I see it anyway. Oh no, Kitty's trying to get inside. Scary. Or maybe the kitty's just playing outside the door. I don't know. You guys have any pets? By the way, if you ever, Tyrants Forbid, play Nelly or any other character with the one more question action, I feel like it's kind of an unspoken rule that you need to come up with context based questions every time you use the action one more question. Just this Sunday, Nellie actually interviewed a Gwison under Seamus's employ. She asked the Gwison if the resurrectionists' buildings were easily accessible for someone like the Gwison. Playword says, I have a very dumb orange boy cat. Was that the one who needed to be petted on his butt when he's feeding? Under has the other very, very dumb orange boy. Yeah. Yeah, apparently all orange cats are dumb. It's a thing I've heard. Yes. Need to pet my butt. I can't relax and eat otherwise. That is very cute and perhaps annoying, but it sounds cute. A little light cocky dried on my paintbrush, so I'm gonna use some soap on it. Brush soap. I like brush soap. You can get it from your local art supply store if you got some. Got one. It's mainly the screaming until someone does it that bothers me. That is fair. That does sound pretty bad. Spartan has a pet in his basement, but she objects to me calling her that and just repeatedly asks me to let her go and that she has a... Okay. Yeah, that got dark. Damn it, Spider-Dine. You little edgelord. Yeah, maybe a bit much. People paint lettering on all these newspapers. Just speak rat. Speaking of a rat, You'd think some sort of lettering would be appropriate. Yeah. I mean, I guess it would. The lettering might have to be next stream though. Took a little longer than I thought to paint these. They are pretty detailed models. God, Hamtaro, that's a word I haven't heard in a while. That was some sort of thing. I've got some sort of strange thing going on in my. Wonder what happened. Skin's all coarse here. That's why I'm scratching, which probably doesn't help. Just continuing working away on all these darn newspapers with record flesh mixed with white. Too many papers. Too many news. I'll never read. Pick out some of these details and all these bloody newspaper rolls. Spartan says, I'm excited about tomorrow being Friday. Two, I guess. So it doesn't mean as much for me. Because I make my own schedule. And but I do often take day off on Saturdays and then work a little bit on Sundays. I guess I still do Fridays. This Friday should be done. Kinda. Yeah. Friday is nice day. Yeah. One day closer to GothCon. Woo! It's been a long time since I was a TO. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fun. Hey, Skinny Puppy isn't even goth. But I guess maybe it is goth to dance to it. Oh, GothCon is GamesCon in Sweden. Maybe you knew that, but oh, that's nice. Yeah, Gothenburg is fine. I like it. I like living here. Second largest city in Sweden, which doesn't say much because it's not very big. So like 500,000 people. I think it's roughly the size of Glasgow. Very collectively. It's a nice city in the summer and miserable in the winter. Usually, we actually had a bunch of snow this winter. Otherwise, it tends to be just ice and slush. Next biggest. Stockholm is 1.5 million or something. In a country of 10 million people. But yeah, London is like the entire population of Sweden. Or something like that. London does have some nice museums. 6 mil in Atlanta. Okay. It's more than half of Sweden. Maybe a bit of Mornfang brown for the leather straps. It's like a patchy highlight. Disgusting. Spartan says he's only bringing broken masters to my tournament. Oh no. Well, if I'm a ringer and have to play you, I'll play Nelly. Just so I can feed off your soul a little bit. Not because I'm good at her. I see. Don't you have much of a soul? Shame. So got a kind of saturated leather, colorful. Oh no. Yeah. Fuck pudding. I'm sorry you have to live so close. Yeah, it's gonna suck. For reference, Putin is continually threatening Finland and also Sweden. So that's fun. Lighting these leather gloves. and reinforce that these Newsies are probably not. They're not the exactly well paid. So I'm using a lot of neutral grays and browns and stuff. Like I feel like if I painted them super colorful, it'd look a little weird. My mind. A little resurrectionist reference there. Okay, so if we add a little bit of Wraithbone to the Mornfang Brown, and we're gonna do some little scratchy highlights in these rough leather areas. Yeah. Resser Pride. Resurrection is done proud. They want their equipment to look a bit worse for wear. At least they have it better than if they had a union. You're still students at the University of Transmortis? Or something? Pop the camera there again. Oopsie. They are. Imagine an undead union led by Asura Roten. Epic stuff. Oops. Yeah, like I feel Terry Pratchett probably did this, right? Undead Union. Under says, in the tabletop RPG I play, our dungeon was using undead labor, and 3 liches showed up to enforce labor rights, and then every safety comes on us. It's a silly game. That sounds awesome. Those are some sick liches. Some bitchin' liches. Oh yeah. Now I just imagine Molly trying to explain to Archie how to join the union. Archie being like, do they have ice cream? Lichen bitches. Yeah. We're here to make sure everyone gets ice cream, Archie. Yay. Isn't Archie like a discarded creation of McMorning? I bet Archie would be upset to see McMorning. Yeah, like with Molly, I guess. Maybe. Unless it's some kind of subconscious thing where Molly is actually projecting on Archie. I don't know. Kind of like with Ryle Hoffman. Wasn't found as such. What do you mean? Right. Okay. Yeah, no, that's true. I get it. But yeah, a lot of creatures are drawn to her, so are like that doesn't necessarily mean they have brain power of their own, right? I don't know. The rules of undeath are a little unclear. It's all like the Iron Zombies and like they're pretty seem to be a little kind of somewhat self-sufficient too. I don't know. Maybe now a worker brown for that wood. Just trying to pick out that wooden texture without taking ages to meticulously paint every single sculpted line. I'm like poking the ones I can see. I made sure to pick a different brown. Picked up the brush again. Why? Oh no, that's a good thing. What are you gonna do with it? Don't know if anyone's ever gonna see this underneath, but let's make some super simple texture. Yes. There is no sculpted texture underneath these little buckets. Well, maybe you'll get half through it. I can speak. Harlf. Harlf? Now let's add a little bit of wraith bone to that. Well, maybe paint something else then. Maybe that's it. You want to paint something different. Like maybe a mora eel. Those are neat. Well, then don't paint it. Save it for some other day. Save the parasol for a rainy day. Or a sunny one, maybe. Hi, McBluff. Lurking is not just fine, it's also appreciated. I don't mind lurking. That almost made it sound like I appreciate it when someone is lurking instead of participating in the chat, but that's obviously not what I meant. Got what playing in your head? What do I do now? Okay. Well, I didn't even sing that. It's hardly my fault. Hardly. Mm. McBluff says, also realized I beat might be one of the weirdest ways someone can be introduced to Malifaux, because I share my animatics to YouTube. People may see them looking up animatics in general and will have to ask themselves, how do a blind swordswoman and Lord Huron mix in any conceivable way? Yeah. Then they got another rabbit hole on the internet to crawl into. Or something. Just realized that. Oh, never mind. Master of Tangents. As a good master to be. What bluff, Master of Tangents? That's your title. No, I didn't realize anything, actually. It was nothing. You shall never know. Never. I've got some areas yet to color. Could just do that, maybe. Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna grab some Mechanica Standard Gray, mix it with a little bit of black, and highlight this cat hair. Highlight this cap. I decided this guy is gonna have a black cap. But highlighted with a different gray than the book and shoes. If you wanted this to be quicker, you'd do it in fewer different colors. Highlighting this with just standard gray. And I'll mix in a little bit of a lighter color. For an even brighter highlight. And maybe I'll paint that. I wonder what paint I should do for this kid's shirt. New brushes are the best. Yeah, this Raphael is pretty new. It's a lovely feeling. Maybe Could sneak in some green. A very muted green. Let's do Castellan green. Yeah. It's muted enough to, well, I don't think it's gonna clash with the red elements of the crew. Maybe we'll do red stripes on the shorts. Could that be good? What brushes do you use, Spiridine? What do you like? Time flies. Yeah, we're not going to be able to finish these today. So next Thursday, I'm not going to be able to have a stream. And so I think I'll see you. Is there a stream the Thursday before Easter, Kim? Or will it be after that? Kim, awesome as ever, is posting my social media stuff information with the help of our trusty Nightbot. And still on for that day. Cool. I believe I'll be too. It'll be right before the tournament, but I think I'd like to stream a little bit that evening. So yeah. So next weekend, I will not be on the Play Weird stream. I might try to find time for stream on my own channel. But yeah, thanks for hanging out today. And it's been great. Thanks a lot, Kim. And thanks everyone in the chat. And thank you, Newsies.